Annie Murphy Paul, The Extended Mind, The Power of Thinking Outside the Brain. Dive into the world of The Extended Mind, The Power of Thinking Outside the Brain by Annie Murphy Paul, where you will discover the fascinating connection between our body and cognition. Explore the concept of embodied cognition and learn how our body's signals, emotions, and movements can influence our decision-making and enhance our intelligence. Find out how practices such as mindfulness body scan and engaging with nature can sharpen our awareness and boost creativity. Finally, uncover how our external environment and social interactions can have a significant impact on our mental processes.
Trust your gut. John Coates, a former Wall Street trader and PhD holder in mathematics, noticed that the most successful traders trust their gut instincts during key moments. Coates conducted further research and found that being in tune with your body through interoception, or embodied cognition, can make you smarter. Traders who accurately detect the beats of their own hearts are more successful. The same skill can give you an edge in many areas of life, and one way to improve it is through a mindfulness body scan exercise. Boost your brain with movement. Our minds can benefit from movement in more ways than one. Movement heightens our visual system, improves recall, and helps us make quick decisions. Moreover, making movements that match a concept forges more durable neural pathways in the brain. Even small gestures can give your thinking a boost. Our bodies can store and process subconscious information, and we can access it by increasing our awareness of subtle bodily cues. However, a study shows that our cognition can also get a boost by movement. The study compared the performance of two groups of radiologists examining the same X-ray images. The group seated at their desks caught about 85% of the irregularities, while the other group examining the images on a treadmill caught 99% of them. But why does movement have this effect on the mind? Our ancestors had to constantly be on the move to find food, water, and avoid danger. Thinking for them meant having heightened recall, being aware of subtle signs of danger, and making quick decisions, all of which were deeply connected to motion. This is what our brains evolved for. Our visual system heightens when we move forward, exploring an environment, making us better at seeing things around us. Making movements that match a concept has been shown to forge more durable neural pathways in the brain. Children learning addition through hopscotch, for example, is a good example of this. Movement can also help us come up with novel solutions to a problem. Jonas Salk, the creator of the polio vaccine, famously used to move about in his lab while imagining that he was a virus attacking an immune system, and vice versa. Even small gestures can give your thinking a boost. You don't have to do hopscotch or imagine battles like Salk. You can try making small gestures that match a concept, move around, or just walk, as this can help you think better. Gesture your way to better communication and faster thinking. Christian Heath's research shows that gestures are integral to communication and can even speed up thinking. When we use gestures, our hands have often already delivered the message before the words exit our mouth. Gestures not only improve communication and comprehension, they can also ease the cognitive load and make one think faster. Artistic breakthrough in nature. In the 1940s, Jackson Pollock and Lee Krasner moved to a farmhouse on Long Island for a change of environment as well as respite from the struggles of city life, and this move led to a breakthrough in Pollock's art. The restorative power of nature is backed by empirical evidence, with exposure to natural patterns enhancing cognition and reducing negative thoughts. Nature's impact on Pollock's art may have come from experiencing the enlivening effects of nature's repeating patterns, and the feeling of awe he experienced while gazing at Long Island Sound. Awe has a mind-opening effect, correlating with a drop in reliance on preconceived notions. The power of a personal workspace. The idea that a personalized and private workspace can foster creative and analytical thought is not a new concept. Jackson Pollock, for example, found sanctuary in his barn-turned studio where he was freed from the distraction of the outside world. Research has shown that our working environment plays an important role in our productivity, happiness, and creativity. Specifically, the level of control we have over our workspace and the degree of privacy we are afforded have a significant impact on our work output. Psychologists Craig Knight and Alex Haslam found that giving workers a sense of ownership over their workspace resulted in improved productivity and well-being. Moreover, the open office plan that became popular in the last century has been found to decrease concentration, erode trust, and inhibit creative thought. The proximity to constant social interactions and the sense of being monitored creates mental exhaustion and can hinder intelligent thinking. Personalized and enclosed workspaces are crucial for creative thinking, and while collaboration is crucial to an extended mind, the importance of personalized space should not be overlooked. Robert Caro's writing strategy. Robert Caro's writing process involves offloading, detachment gain, and interactivity to create a map of immense research, allowing him to think not only with his brain but with his eyes and hands as well. Robert Caro, the American journalist renowned for his biography of U.S. President Johnson, is hard at work on Volume 5. His books are a testament to his scrupulously researched detail and, even though his process involves thousands of hours of interviews and extensive research, his writing goes down as smoothly as Johnson's favorite drink, scotch and soda made with Cutty Sark whiskey. But how does he manage to keep track of everything and weave it into a compelling story? Caro's writing strategy boils down to offloading, detachment gain, and interactivity, three beneficial strategies of the extended mind. To make sense of his sea of information, he pins notes to a corkboard that spans his entire office wall. Stepping back, he views it as a whole and repins new trajectories, repeating the process until the impenetrable wall of data becomes a map. Only then does he begin to write. By offloading, Caro is transferring important information from his brain into his environment, lightening his cognitive load. By being able to step back from the board, he enjoys detachment gain, gaining a new perspective and insights. By turning ideas into physical objects, notes on a corkboard, he takes advantage of interactivity, enabling him to think not only with his brain but with his eyes and hands as well. Without a map of his research on his wall, Caro couldn't write his epic biographies. The sheer scale of his research was too overwhelming. While our spatial reasoning trumps our capacity for abstraction, Caro's process relies on his environment to help him think better. As we've discussed, relying on things to do our best thinking shouldn't be viewed as shameful. Caro's process exemplifies this and is frequently lauded as genius. Thinking Together, The Power of Social Learning. This book excerpt explores the concept of extending the mind through social relationships and the power of social learning in improving problem solving. The author uses the story of Carl Wieman, a physicist-turned-teacher who struggled to get his undergraduate students to think innovatively, to illustrate how graduate students' minds transformed from extensive discussions and debates. The author highlights the importance of discussions and debates in problem solving and introduces active learning, a teaching method that encourages collaborative learning. Research shows that active learning is effective in STEM fields, improving understanding, exam scores, and lowering dropout rates. Mindful Body Scan. Try a guided mindfulness body scan through audio. Immerse yourself in a guided mindfulness body scan using audio. If you're interested, follow its instructions. Otherwise, you can give it a shot later.
In conclusion, The Extended Mind highlights the intriguing interconnectedness between our physical body, surroundings, and social relationships, all playing a vital role in shaping our cognitive abilities. The book teaches us to harness interoception, tap into the power of movement, and use gestures to communicate more effectively. It also emphasizes the significance of engaging with nature for our mental well-being, creating personalized physical environments, and fostering meaningful social interactions for active learning. So, let's embark on a journey to unleash the power of thinking outside the brain and elevate our cognition to new heights.